Hello and welcome to this video. It's Isaac Adebi from Addis Academy, and in this video I'll be walking you through how to change the color of your images on PixelLab application, how to change the color of your images on PixelLab application. Alright, so we'll be working with some images in this tutorial, and then I'll be walking you through how you can change their colors and then how you can actually use them on your application. So we'll be starting with this simple method, and then before we advance into the advanced method, so just stay with me as I walk you through this process. All right, so before I go into the into that, sometime you might have image that you want to use on the design. Like you might actually have a design. What I mean to say is sometimes you might have a design whereby the colors you want to use on that particular design, let's say you want to use like a green and let's say a yellow color for that design. Let's say that's the brand color, and let's say you have a particular stock image that you intend to use, like you actually like that stock image, but then the stock image has a particular color, or let's say the colors on the stock image are not colors that connect to the color you want to use on that design. So let's say the stock image has a red color, and let's say the brand color for that particular flyer you're working on, that particular brand you're working on, the color that they use is green. So you cannot use that kind of stock image on that. So instead of you to go ahead and start looking for a new stock image, you can actually just change the color of that image to green. So that's what I actually want to do on this tutorial. So just to help you to know how you can change the color of your images, whether probably it's a background or is a model image or is an object image, any image at all, you can change the color on your application. All right, so let's just go right into it. So let me just delete this. So I'll be starting with a very simple image right now. Let me get in the image. All right, so we'll be starting with an image like this. So this is like a grunge, I don't know if this is like a texture-rich effect, I'm not really sure now. So now you can see this is this is actually a purple. Is this purple or blue? I think, I don't know, but then you can actually see the color on this design right now. So if we want to change the color of this background, let's say we want to use it as a background and we don't want to use this particular color, what we'll do is you just come to our color filter right here, enable it, and then you can see this HUE here. This HUE means it actually means color. It actually means color. So what you want to do is you just want to either increase it or reduce it. So any way you actually do it, you get the kind of color you want. So let's say you reduce it like this, you're going to get like a green color like this, and then you can increase the saturation of this also, and then you have this particular color. So you can see it's like that. So this is just a simple method of actually working with it. So you can see that the background color has changed from the previous color it was now to the green color. All right, so let's just try another one. So let me get in another image. All right, so this is another example that we could also use. So let's say we enable this here, and then let's say we want to change let me log this. Let's say we want to change this particular color in this middle here. What I'm going to do is just the same thing. We just come here and then we tap on color filter, and then we can actually just do anything we want. So you can see that, so we have that particular color. So let's say we enable this background now, and then we can have in that particular color right there. So you can see that now. You can see. So let's say we wanted to work with these two images on this design, we can go ahead and make use of it, and you can see that it is really making a lot of sense. So this is actually what we use majorly. You just come here and then you go to your HUE here, and then you can actually change the color of the particular image. So let's do something much more interesting. So let's say we have a model image. A model image are those models that actually take photos, and then you can use them for your advertising flyers. So let's say we have a model image, and then we actually want to use that image on our flyer, but then we want to actually change the color of the image. How do we go about that? So let me get in a model image. So let's say we have an image like this. Let's say this is the model image we have right here. So we just tap on OK. All right, so you can see this image now as she's actually wearing this is an orange clothes now, and they're putting this thing on this kind of design now. You can see that it is not really looking good. The colors are too far from each other. So let's say we increase this a lot more. Okay, so you can see that the colors are actually far from each other. So what we want to do on this design now is this. We want to change the color, right? So if we come to color filter and then we enable the color, and then we find the particular green color, you can see that it has already changed the color. But then one thing that has happened now is that the face have actually also changed, right? The face have actually also changed. So what we're going to do now is we're going to have to crop off this face off, we would have to make sure, okay, what we want to do is we want to actually make sure that this is the only one that is showing, this one and this one is not showing. And how do we go about that? There is actually a method that you can use to go about that. So now, since we've actually gotten this one like this, we've gotten like this, let's just put it at 60, and then let's increase our let's increase our saturation to until it fits what we actually want. Let me just make sure it's fitting what I actually want there. So you can actually do any manipulation you want just to make sure that it fits what you want here. Okay, I'm not really getting the right one now. Okay, so I think this is fitting it now. Okay, so I just put it like that. All right, so I'll copy it again, and then this time around I'm just going to remove everything like that. So remove everything on that. Just make sure that it is fitting right into where you want it to fit, just like that. So you just make sure it is fitting just right on top of it, and then you can just tap on OK like that. Just lock it up. All right, or you can actually just unlock it. You don't need to lock it up. So what I want to do now on this particular one, I want you to listen carefully. What I want to do now is we want to crop off the face. No, we actually want to crop off the body. Let me lock this up. We want to crop off this body out of it. You know that we have the body, the correct body under, but then this face is not correct, and then we have the correct face here. So what we want to do, what we actually want to do is we want to crop off this body so that the body is not going to be showing in this place. The clothes this person is wearing here, we are going to crop it off so that only the face is going to be showing. So we can get this face and then this hand, and then we actually remove this. We will actually make this one, only this one to show, and we'll remove this one. The one that is under here is now what is going to show as the clothes. So let's just do that. Now as we do that, you're going to understand. So I'm going to come in here. I'm going to come to mask 2. So this would actually take us some time. So let me just walk you through how I'll do it. I'll just do one, and then I would speed the second one. So let me say I enable it like this now. So I'll just come here. First of all, I can tap on, this is Bezier mode. I can tap on this. This is to move. So I can move it out like this. Okay. And then I can also tap on this one here like this. Just reduce it like this so that it will not be too much. And then I tap on OK. Then I can move it here again like this. All right. So I'm going to take it out like this. Since we want it out like this is what we want. But then let's just leave it like this. All right. So now I'm going to tap on my zoom, and I'm going to zoom in properly so that I can actually get the right thing that I want here. So I will tap on this again. So you know this is what will make it able to move. Why this is what's going to make everything to move. So I want it like this. So now I'm going to zoom in properly to make sure that I'm getting the right thing. Okay. So I'll just zoom in very well now. Okay. So what I'm doing now is just to cut off the other part. I can off it now because so that I can see what I'm doing properly. Okay. Let me enable it. Now, if I want to add in more of these dots, I'll just come here, scroll down to where there's actions here, and I'll tap on this icon here. So it has given me another dot here like that. So that's, you want to always do that also. So let's add in more dots like that, and then we can off it back. Okay. The reason I'm offing it is so that I can see what I'm doing and the green would not be disturbing me. No. It's very important for you to zoom in properly so that you can see what you're doing, because you know you're using your phone screen and it might be very small. So if you don't zoom in, you might not be able to get it the right way. Okay. Do it to something like this, and zoom this one to like this. So this might actually take you to practice a whole lot. You might actually do your own and you might not get it the exact way. I've been using this method for a long while, so it might not be so fast for you to get it. So you can see we've done that. So I'll just come here and then I'll out like this. So you can see that we've gotten the hand like that already. Let's zoom in and see. So you can see we've gotten the hand. You can see that there are still some places that are not really correct. So we can just quickly correct that. Let me mask. So we can quickly correct those places that are not really correct. So just correct it again. Let's check it now. Okay, it's still not correct. Okay. Okay, so I think that is still manageable. Let me go back. Okay, yeah. Let me just tap on move. Let me see if I can move everything, if it will make sense that way. Okay, I think it's because of the texture that is around that place. That's why it's like that. Okay, and level it like this. All right, so I think we can actually use it like that. So I'm going to come to the head aspect now. I think I like it this way. So I'm going to come to the head aspect now. Tap on this mask again, and then now this time around, I want to get this particular one now for the face now. So I'm going to tap on this plus. I'll tap on this plus, so it gives me another of this kind of thing, like this. Yeah. So I'll do the same thing, and then just do it like this, and then I'll just move it up like this. So for this one, I'll just repeat the same thing I did there. I'll do the same thing here again. So I'll just mask it out. So I'll just speed this up so that I won't waste much of your time. All right, so now you can see that we have actually completed this particular image. So I might just come here to the one at the top. I'll just increase this in here like this, just increase the saturation of it like this, so that it syncs with it, and then I can reduce the brightness a little bit, just so it connects with the one at the background. Okay, and then for this one also, I might increase the brightness. I think it is too much. And then we have this particular image here. Let me just leave it the way it was. We have this, where is it? Increase this one, and then we have the image just the way we actually want it to look like. So you can see that. So this is just how to simply create this to actually change the color of images on your design. It's just how to do it in a very, very simple way. So you can actually see that now we can use this image on this design, unlike how it was before. You can actually use this particular image on this design now, and it's going to look a lot more better. So I'm really sure you actually learned something from this video. You can go ahead and practice this, because the more you practice, the more you actually get to use this mask tool properly. But then before you go, let me just show you something. I did something here. Now, when you actually create a new one, I told you you're going to tap on this plus to create a new one. Now whenever you enter into your mask tool like this, the mask tool would always be on this one, the one you first of all create. So for you to move into the next one, you would have to tap on this place like this arrow here, so you can see it has moved to the next one, or you tap here, you can it has moved to this one back again. So that's just for that. All right, so thank you very much for watching, and then I'll see you next Friday.